Hello everybody and welcome to episode 7 of my 12-hour Tuesday series. This is a little challenge series that I'm doing where every Tuesday I give myself 12 hours to write and record an entire song. Okay, so I actually had this riff idea when I was doing last Tuesday's video, but it ended up not making it into the song, but I really like how the riff sounded. So I think I'm going to try to write this week's song around that riff, and here's how it sounds. Yeah, sounds pretty good. I think that's actually just going to be the opening riff too. I think it's just going to go straight into that. But yeah, let's figure out a good BPM for it. Okay, 130 BPM sounds good for this. It's actually kind of interesting. I don't think I've ever wrote a song at 130 before. I either usually go 120 BPM or 140, but tried both of those. 140 is too fast, 120 is too slow. So, all right, I'm gonna get these. I'm gonna get a left and right recorded of this riff, and then get the guitar tone figured out. All right, both sides are done. Let's get the tone figured out. Okay, so for the guitar tone, I ended up doing my usual Omega Ampworks Granophyre into the GGD Zilla Cabs. Although, as you can see here, I have actually an IR loaded. And this is the Tesseract IR that you can get from buying a, I believe it is a preset pack for the Helix. But yeah, it's sounding pretty good though. A lot of really gritty top end on it. There might actually be too much of a focus on top end that I'll kind of balance out when I'm EQing in the mix later, but for right now, sounds pretty good. All right, I'm going to get some drums mapped out for this and then decide which drum kit I'm going to use. Sound pretty good, although I think I'm going to try using the either just the snare or the snare and the cymbals from One Kit Wonder Brutal. Hear how that sounds. Okay, I think I'm just going to use a P5 Matt Halpern kit. Alright, I had to take a short break, but we're back. I do have an idea of a riff that's going to go in this song. I don't think it's going to be the very next riff, but here's how that goes. Yeah, something like that. That very last part of it. That I might change, but other than that, yeah, I think that's going to be a riff, and then it might go into some sort of like a chorus. Before I worry about recording any other riffs, though, I do want to get some ambience in here, and then also possibly a solo over this, but not sure. All right, cool. And I think I'm actually going to get some sort of distorted synth pad to layer that ambience. Sounded pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna move the solo to after the second repeat of this rhythm riff and change up the drum part a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I ended up messing with the song structure a little bit. Here's how it sounds now. So it starts off with this opening riff, except for the cymbals going straight into the China. It starts off with the main right side crash. Okay, and during the second repeat of this riff, the drums start hitting the china, and both the ambience layers go from playing just a single note into this dissonant chord to kind of give the effect that this is like the really heavy version of this riff. And then when we transfer out of this into the solo, it actually kind of goes to a more chill version of the riff. Both the ambience layers go back to single note, and the drums switch to the stack. Sounds pretty cool. Yeah, sounded pretty good. As you can see here, though, this repeats twice, and I'm going to do a different solo part for the second repeat. I think it's basically just going to be like a slightly changed 1 octave higher version of the solo that I already have recorded. Alright, sounded pretty good, although I'm going to switch up the drums. Alright, and then I think we're going to go into that riff idea that I had now. Okay, so for this next riff to work better, I am actually going to have to switch up something about this rhythm riff that I've just recorded. It's a very simple change. So at the very end of the riff, I do this little hammer-on thing that sounds like this. But instead of starting by hammering onto the 13th fret, I'm just going to hammer onto the 12th fret, so it'll sound like this. Very simple change, but it's going to make the next riff sound better. Alright, now let's get this next riff recorded. There's right side done. Okay, I'm going to get drums mapped out for this part, and then I have a kind of cool idea of what I want to do for the next riff. So basically, my idea for the next riff is to follow this kick pattern with the chords, so it sounds something like... But that's also my idea for the breakdown later, so I'm not sure I want to use it both times. I'm going to try for now, and if I end up thinking it's kind of like overkill on this one specific pattern, then I might end up changing it. Alright, camera die, we are back. I'm not sure what was missed, but we have the whole chorus section over here done. So yeah, sounded pretty good. As you can hear, I don't have proper drums yet, so I'm going to go ahead and work on that. Okay, so drums are done for that part. Now what I want to get back to at some point is this riff. Because I think I'm going to have it play through one more time, and then the main rhythm guitars are just going to go to like a chugging version of the riff. Well, like some leads going. you know, playing the riff, but like an octave up. But I want to put a riff in between where it's ending right now and that riff idea. So it doesn't go like straight from the hammer-on riff into this and then right back into the hammer-on riff. Yeah, let's see if we can't figure out something. Okay, so here's the idea for the next riff. It's pretty solid. And then there's going to be a second variation of it. And then go back to this riff. Alright, there's variation 2. And then let's get this riff back in here. Sounded pretty freaking good, to be honest with you. But man, I'm excited for this next part. I think this part's gonna be real good. Okay, so on this riff, I decided to change up the cymbals since the last riff was just using the China as the main thing it was crashing on, and the next riff is also going to use the China as the main thing it's going to crash on, so switch to regular crash cymbals for this repeat. Yeah, sound pretty good. And I'm actually going to do something a bit different for the ambience. Let's get that recorded. Alright, let's get the octave up version of this riff recorded. Alright, there we go. Okay, I think I'm going to automate the panning of this lead riff to go from the left side to the right side, then to the center. I think that'll sound kind of cool. I want to see, this might also sound cool with some sort of like phaser sort of effect on it. Okay, so couldn't really find a phaser or like tremolo or anything that worked for that effect that I was going for, so I decided to just leave it. Alright, let's get the rest of the drums programmed, and then gotta start on bass. We haven't done bass for any of the song yet. Alright, bass for the intro is done. Alright, bass part for that done. Oh, holy crap, this part's gonna suck. Man, on that really fast tremolo picking part, all you can hear is the pick attack, but that's about as good as you're going to get out of a bass. Alright, second part of that riff is done. Alright, that's it. I think the song came out sounding pretty good. But yeah, I'm going to get a final mix and master put together for it and do a playthrough. So yeah, here's that. I really like that end part with the that lead guitar doing the left side and right side and center with the automated EQ on it. It sounds pretty cool. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, consider dropping a like and subscribe, because this is going to be a series that I'm going to be doing for quite a while on here. Oh, and next week on my 8th 12-hour Tuesday, I will be releasing all 8 of my 12-hour Tuesday songs so far on Spotify, and I'll just name the album like collection number 1 or something like that. So yeah, make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. And Spotify, as always, is linked in the description. But yeah, anyways, see you guys.